season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the whip. Shift.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Ready. 20. No. Stop your body.
On 3rd down, Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back Out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Go! 180! 51. I got him! Wide, get wide! Lock in! Hey!
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
180!
39-yard line.
Let's go! Two times! Go!
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down now, it's Cohen trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. No chance.
On first down, Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's coming.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Jay, alert. Hey, I need one over here.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Set. 260. 40 got. 40 got. You draw Corker. He's alert.
Here's Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sua Cravens in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Alert, alert. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow.
From the 31, Trubisky throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Spawn.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Stafford on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
40 got. Easy. Hey, shoot.
Here's Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down throw. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
22.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, give me radar. Middle.
The Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. There he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that